Hello students, today's topics are degrees of freedom, specific heat capacity and Mayer's relation. Today, first of all, we will see about degrees of freedom. So, what are the degrees of freedom? You know that molecules of gases are always in state of random motion. They are constantly moving in all possible directions with all possible velocities. Motion of these molecules can be translational, rotational or vibrational or combination of these molecules. Degrees of freedom is the number of independent motions that a molecule possesses. See, so what is the degrees of freedom? The total number of coordinates or independent quantities required to describe the position and configuration of the system completely. It is the degrees of freedom. If a molecule moves along a straight line, one coordinate and only one velocity is sufficient to describe its location and motion. Hence, 1 degree of freedom. Second is if molecule is to move in a plane, that is 2 dimension, then only 2 coordinates sufficient to describe location and 2 velocity components. Hence, it has the 2 degrees of freedom. And third one is if molecule is to move in a space that is 3 dimensions, then 3 coordinates sufficient to describe location and 3 velocity component, hence 3 degrees of freedom. Now we will see about diatomic molecules. So what is diatomic molecules? Diatomic molecule means gases which have molecules consisting of 2 atoms is called the diatomic molecule of gas. For example, O2, H2, N2 like this. For diatomic molecule, consider the 2 independent axes, z-axis and y-axis of rotation of a diatomic molecule such as O2 lying along x-axis. This is the O2 lying along x-axis. Students, monoatomic gas like helium contains He atom and He atom has 3 translational degrees of freedom, and for diatomic molecule consider O2 and N2 molecule or N2 molecule with the 2 atoms lying along the x-axis. The molecule has 3 translational degrees of freedom. In addition, it can rotate around z-axis and y-axis. Therefore, 2 rotational degrees of freedom and contribute to rotational kinetic energy. If Iz and Iy are moments of inertia about z and y-axis with omega z and omega y are the respective angular speeds. Thus, for a diatomic molecule, the total energy due to translational and rotational degrees of freedom is E equals to translational energy plus rotational energy half mvx square plus half mvy square plus half mvz square is the translational energy, and plus half Iz omega z square plus half Iy omega y square is the rotational energy. In diatomic molecules like O2N2 and O2N2 and CO, the atoms can oscillate along the internuclear axis with the vibrations to the total energy of the molecules. So now total energy of the molecule is translational energy, rotational energy and vibrational energy. So, what is the translational energy? Is half mvx square plus half mvy square plus half mvz square, and rotational energy is half Iz omega z square plus half Iy omega y square, and third is the vibrational energy is half mu square plus half k r square, whereas u square is the velocity of vibration of the atoms of the molecule and r is the separation between the atoms and k is the force constant. So according to the law of equipartition of energy, for a gas in thermal equilibrium at temperature T, the average energy for molecule associated with each quadratic term is half kB into T. So another topic is the specific heat capacity. So what is the specific heat capacity? Students, you know that when the temperature of a gas is increased, even a small rise causes considerable change in volume and pressure. Therefore, two specific heats are defined for gases. So what is the specific heat capacity? The quantity of heat absorbed by the body to raise the temperature of a unit mass of a substance through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius is called the specific heat of substance. It is denoted by letter C. C equals to dq upon m into dt. dq is the quantity of heat absorbed, m is the mass of substance and dt is the rise in temperature. And specific heat capacity is expressed in joule per kg Kelvin or erg per gram Kelvin. There are two specific heats, Cv and Cp. Cv is the specific heat at constant volume and Cp is the specific heat at constant pressure. So what is the Cv? Cv means specific heat at constant volume. The quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius at constant volume is called the specific heat at constant volume. And Cp is the specific heat at constant pressure. So what is the specific heat at constant pressure? The quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of a unit mass of gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius at constant pressure. It's called the specific heat at constant pressure. Now we have to find the relation between Cp and Cv. So the relation between Cp and Cv is called the Mayer's relation. So for this we have considered 1 mole of an ideal gas that is enclosed in a cylinder by piston. So now what is a piston? You know that a disc or short cylinder fitting closely within a tube in which it moves up and down against a liquid or gas, and it is used in an internal combustion engine to derive motion is called the piston. Let P, V and T be the pressure, volume and temperature respectively of the gas. If the gas is heated so that its temperature rises by dt but the volume remains constant, then the amount of heat supplied to the gas is dq is used to increase the internal energy of the gas dE. So we will get one equation here, dq1 equals to dE equals to Cv into dt. So what is Cv? Here Cv is the molar specific heat of the gas at constant volume. Molar specific heat of the gas at constant volume means the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of a 1 mole of a gas. For 1 mole of a gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius at constant volume is called the molar specific heat of the gas at constant volume. On the other hand, if the gas is heated at constant pressure, volume increase by dV. Therefore, the amount of heat supplied to the gas is used to increase the internal energy of the gas as well as to move the piston backwards. That time, the work done by piston is dW equals to P into dV. Here, the second equation we will get here, dq2 2 equals to d plus dw equals to Cp into dt. So what is Cp? Cp is the molar specific heat of the gas at constant pressure. The quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 mole of a gas through 1 Kelvin or 1 degree Celsius at constant pressure is called the molar specific heat of the gas at constant pressure. But you know that from equation 1 we have dE equals to Cv dt. As the internal energy of an ideal gas depends only on its temperature, so therefore Cp dt equals to Cv dt plus dW. dE equals to Cv dt, and from equation 2 we will get this. By solving this equation, Cp minus Cv into dt equals to P into dV. dW equals to P into dV. For 1 mole of gas, you know that the ideal gas equation PV equals to RT. Differentiate this equation, we will get here P dV equals to R dt, whereas P and R are constant. P and R the constant. Substituting in equation 3, we will get Cp minus Cv dt equals to R into dt. Here R into dt is the P dV equals to R dV. That's why here we substituted the value of P dV equals to R dt. Therefore, here we will get the equation Cp minus Cv equals to R. And this relation is known as the Mayer's relation between the Cp and Cv. Cp minus Cv equals to R. This relation has been derived assuming that the heat energy and mechanical work are measured in the same units. Generally, heat supplied is measured in calories and work done is measured in joules. Now this above relation has been modified to like this: Cp minus Cv equals to R upon J, whereas J is the mechanical equivalent of heat. Also we have Cp equals to m0sp and Cv equals to m0sv, whereas m0 is the molar mass of the gas and sp is the specific heat at constant pressure and sv is the specific heat at constant volume. Thus m0sp minus m0sv equals to R upon J and R upon J. Now use of law of equipartition of energy to calculate the specific heat of the gases. For monoatomic gases, what is the monoatomic gas? Monoatomic means a molecule consisting of a single atom is monoatomic gases. Monoatomic gases, for example, helium, neon, argon. These are the examples of monoatomic gases. For monoatomic gas enclosed in a container held at a constant temperature T and containing Na atoms. Each atom has only 3 translational degrees of freedom. Average energy per atom is 3 upon 2 kBT and total energy, internal energy per mole is E equals to 3 upon 2 Na kBT. Therefore, molar specific heat at constant volume is Cv equals to dE upon dt. Here, by substituting the value of E 3 by 2 Na kBT and upon dt, we will get this equation 3 upon 2 Na kB. And you know the relation between Boltzmann constant and universal gas constant is Na kB equals to R. Here, that's why we will get here 3 upon 2 into R. Now, another molar specific heat Cp is the molar specific heat at constant pressure equals to, we will get here 5 upon 2 R. By using equation Cp minus Cv equals to R, by substituting the value of Cv equals to 3 upon 2 R, and by solving this we will get the value of Cp 5 upon 2 R. Now gamma, here this symbol is gamma. Gamma is the ratio of two specific heats, that is Cp upon Cv. Cp is, you know that Cp is molar specific heat at constant pressure, and this Cv is the molar specific heat at constant volume. Again here Cp is 5 upon 2 R and Cv is 3 upon 2 R. We will get 5 upon 3. Here 2 get cancelled and R get cancelled. We will get the value of gamma. Gamma is the ratio of specific heats is 5 upon 3. And for diatomic gases, so what is the diatomic? Diatomic means a molecule consisting of two atoms is diatomic atom. For example, O2, N2, H2, HCl. These are the examples of diatomic gases. For a gas consisting of diatomic molecules such as O2, N2, HCl enclosed in a container held at a constant temperature T. If treated as a rigid rotator, each molecule will have 3 translational and 2 rotational degrees of freedom. For this, internal energy of 1 mole of gas is E equals to 3 upon 2 NaKBT plus 2 upon 2 NaKBT. We will get here equals to, by solving this equation, here E equals to 5 upon 2 NaKBT. The molar specific heats Cv, here we will get here 5 upon 2 NaKb, and you know that the NaKb is R, so Cv equals to 5 upon 2 R. Now another specific heat, molar specific heat is Cp. Cp equals to 7 upon 2 R. Using equation Cp minus Cv equals to R. By substituting the value of Cv and after solving, we will get the value of Cp 7 upon 2 R. Now the ratio of specific heats, two specific heats, gamma equals to Cp upon Cv. Here put the value of Cp 7 upon 2 R upon the value of Cv is 5 upon 2 R. Solving this, 2 and 2 get cancelled, R and R get cancelled. The final value we will get 7 upon 5. This is the ratio of two molar specific heats, 7 upon 5. That is the value of gamma. For diatomic gas containing non-rigid vibrating molecules, that's why internal energy per mole is E equals to 3 upon 2 NaKBT plus 2 upon 2 NaKBT plus 2 upon 2 NaKBT. By solving this equation, we will get here 7 upon 2 NaKBT, and the molar specific heats are Cv equals to 7 upon 2 NaKb. NaKb is the R, that's why we will get here the value of Cv is 7 upon 2 R, and Cp is 9 upon 2 R. And the ratio of specific heat gamma equals to Cp upon Cv equals to 9 upon 7. Now for polyatomic gases. So what is the polyatomic gases? Gases which have molecules containing more than 2 atoms are known as the polyatomic gases. For example, ammonia, NH3 is the ammonia, has 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. Each molecule of the polyatomic gas has 3 translational degrees of freedom, and for linear molecules have 2 degrees of freedom. All other have 3 degrees of rotation. The number of degrees of freedom F is used for the vibrational motion of a polyatomic molecule. So now each degrees of freedom contributes average energy is 2 into half kBT. And for 1 mole of a polyatomic gas, the internal energy is like this: E equals to 3 upon 2 NaKBT plus 3 upon 2 NaKBT plus F into 2 upon 2 NaKBT. By solving this equation, we will get 3 plus F NaKBT, and the ratio of before that molar specific heats. The first specific molar specific heat is Cv is 3 plus Fr and Cp equals to 4 plus Fr. Again here by using the equation Cp minus Cv equals to R, by substituting the value of Cv in Cp minus Cv, we will get this value 4 plus Fr, and the ratio of specific heats is gamma equals to Cp upon Cv. Here substituting the value of Cp 4 plus F R upon Cv 3 plus Fr, R get cancelled, we will get this value 4 plus F upon 3 plus F. Thank you.